My first connection with music was actually folk music, like traditional Lithuanian singing, so I'm very much inspired by ways how the words are formed in Lithuanian music. And then when we started like that, suddenly, yeah, years by years, our lyrics got more open in this case, but still, it has some quality of it, I think, in a way of how we put words together. It sounds like contemporary folk, it might sound like that, connected with some songwriting.
Our folk music is very much inspired by mythological things, creatures, and Lithuania was basically a huge forest, and the forest was sacred. So I think it's very deep, but subconsciously, like in our culture.
Also, we are very much inspired by this mantrical, ritualistic points of Lithuanian folk music, because the Lithuanian folk is it has a rhythm that reminds very much of Indian ragas sometimes. So it's always like coming in circles and circles, and we have sometimes also repeating a lot in our music.
It's like a very ancient form of singing where you sing like on top of each other and you repeat in a circle like few words, and we have these like magical words. So like sudio or 𝗕𝗰𝗁. So these are very ancient words. They don't have actually like meaning, or it's like very hard to derive the meaning of these words. But we also incorporate those words to our songs. I grew up listening to electronic music from a very young age. I was listening to psychedelic rock and rock in general, but also like speedcore and drum and bass and like super hard techno from a very young age. And when we started to create with Kamilé, somehow we discovered like our way of making music like together, and these more dancey, upbeat things, they usually didn't find a place in our creation.
I wouldn't say that it's a big change from who we were, because we were always kind of both listening to this kind of music, and we met in the Psytrance Music Festival actually as us two people. Firstly, we open the hearts with some deep and touching music with lyrics that are very common for at least Lithuanian audiences they can really relate to. We're opening their hearts, people cry, and then we turn on the beat, and then everyone starts dancing on this pain or suffering, and then everything ends in this happy dance because we are kind of alive. So this is our also always dramaturgy of the concerts, and we realized that we really need to put that part in an album, because usually it's there in live concerts. Europe is a place where different cultures, different people, diversity of cultures can live together and should live together.
We hitchhiked actually together in all the Europe, by the way, when we were like 16, 17 years old, without any money. We just took a guitar and like literally with a tent, we traveled, I don't know, for months in Europe, everywhere. The last song is the same name as an album, Staring at the Sun. We borrowed this name from the famous psychological book written by Dr. 𝗕𝗰𝗁. He wrote a book about comparing like staring at the sun to looking at your own death. It's very it's not nice to look at it. I mean, it's hard, but you have to look. We liked that concept of this book, and it kind of resembled our ideas about the album.
Basically, we were like creating the song, we opened the book, like staring at the sun, and then there was a part in French, and then I read it, I guess, on the top of the song.
We just liked how it like fits the atmosphere to the song, like it kind of like the French language fit in. But then we took Baudelaire, we took one
𝗕𝗰𝗁, like one poem from this piece. It's about how you take your sadness with your hand and go for a walk. For us, it was also interesting connection with the whole topic of the album, with staring at the sun concept. So we kind of combined it, and it was for us a bit brave going out of our own borders, because once we have said that we only will create only in Lithuanian.
Somehow from the very beginning, like we thought that we must create in Lithuanian because, you know, it's the thing, it is in us and we understand it best, you know. And you have so much English music anyway, like a lot of good texts, so.
And we can express ourselves the best in Lithuanian. So this moment was kind of like stepping over our own set borders, and it's very nice.